Hey guys, I'm going to show you a bunch of more of these. You know the gateway piece? There are a bunch of these rocks, face stones that are here at this section. We're about 30 feet from the mound. I don't know how the heck they created this, but it looks like they were cracking the rocks. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one home. Oh, there's a big old ant on it. Take this one home and get it checked out. Maybe make a video on that one since it does show some pretty... Oh, it just broke. Son of a gun. Look at that. When I threw it, it broke. It might have been one that was in progress, but you can still see some of the cracks on the other side there. Very interesting. Thinking maybe that it would give us some insight on how they were making these. But you can see a lot of these are really great because they have the carved out eye there. You see that eye? If you look at it on a profile picture there. So this is a really great one. I think there's some really good examples here. And so I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of them real quick. So looking down here, you can see that eye right there, chiseled in, and then if you put it to the side, you'll see that there's a profile picture there. Looks like there's another one right there, of course. You look on the other parts of the stone for the eyes, you're not going to see them. These are face stones. Let's take a look at some more of these here. So it looks like, since the mound is just up this way a little bit, looks like a lot of the things were rolling down from there, probably, especially once they started excavating the mound, taking half of it to use as fill. So just down here checking some things out, looking at some rocks, and I see tons of these face effigies with pretty defined eyes. So wanted to show you guys real quick. Now, even if you can't see the faces, which I can't really right at this moment, you can see how like the face section would be smooth and the back section would be rough for the hair. That's a really cool one. Probably has different things going on with it. Looks like there's another one down there. The eye right there being in the middle. Very cool, a little creepy, but very neat. So it is pretty amazing. This one's got look like a colored eye. Wow, there you go. So you got his nose down there, and his mouth is just not even there, I don't think, but very nice, very nice. Just about everything down here is one of these face stones or bird effigies or both. There's your eye up top there, carved in. Same kind of style, it's Sand's mouth. There's your eye right there with the brow. There's going to be a couple different ones on here. This will be another face here. You look at it from the side as if you're looking over the shoulder. You can see that eye in there, the black, kind of right directly in the center of the screen now. You can see the nose there and the cheekbone coming through. There's going to be another one down here with now the eye being right up here. And tilt it just right. Really neat, really neat. Looks like there'll be another eye right top there. See that oval shaped? Keep on turning it. There's another one right there. Wow. And the black marker there's yet another one. This one has a lot of faces on it. These probably told a story about the history of the people that were here. In different areas around this mound, people were using different stones, and I imagine even at different times. But there's a quartz section, there's this black and white, which I think is called quartzite section. There's, you know, softer stone where they do a lot of painting on them section. So very interesting. We can go ahead and take a look at, I mean, just about every single one of these is one. So we'll go ahead and just walk down just a hair and just look at some more. There's some really nice just plate ones here. Really thin plate ones. This has got the nose, of course, in his mouth there. I know, it's crazy, right? Who would have ever thought to look at rocks for faces? I know I sure didn't. I sure didn't. This happened through looking at the birds first. This one's very dirty, but I know it's one. But let's look at some more of these little flat ones. I think these flat ones are good. Okay, maybe that's the way it goes there. Yep, see he's got his headdress, and that little section where there's a little bit of clay still would be the eye. Remember, they pack these with clay, so very dense clay too. As I'm washing them off, sometimes I have to really scrub on that to get that off. I'm not sure if they were baked on, but there's another one right here. Nose and mouth in there. Another one right here. Eye, nose, and mouth with a little hairdress there. Hair poking out. The other side is very nice. You can see right away the defined eye right there. You guys see it? Right in the middle of the screen there. And so this is the hair, and the face is smooth. I'm gonna go ahead and record until my battery is dead. It's just about there. Bird beak, large bird beak. Also tons of faces on it, I'm sure, but first picture I see is the bird beak with that long, straight eye going vertically there. And then on the other side, you'll see the profile pictures I see. There's gonna be several in this once we wash it all off. Oh, this is a good one. I like these ones where it has most of the face is covered up, like my thumb's over the face right now, and he's got a hat type thing on. He or she. You can see the eye there in the middle. I'm not seeing a lot of the other features, but they're in there. As you tell, he's like covered up, all bundled up there. This is a very cool one. All of these are very complex. You could probably spend an hour or two on each one. I mean, this was their religion. This was their life. This is how they got through. This is how, you know, they survived the hard times, is by making sure that they paid homage to their gods. And I'm sure, I mean, I'm just theorizing here, but religion was a very big deal for these guys. They were very religious, very intelligent. They cared about people just like we do. They cared about remembering people. You can see this eye defined in there. Put it to the side. Don't mind the ants. Let's just go ahead and move, even though there's tons more right here. We're just gonna keep on moving around here. Just try to find some more great ones. This one's a big chicken. Big bird. It's that heart-shaped deal again. And on the, wow. So it's, you can see the profile picture there, lips, nose, and eye, everything with the hair coming up. Kind of like a high top. Kid and play action. Very cool one. This is a very nice one, wow. And then again, you know, the whole thing should resemble a bird somehow. That's probably that. I'm not sure. But this is a very cool one too. This is what you see covering a lot of the stashes and the caches. It's just like a giant arrowhead. It'll be just sitting on the ground like this. You pick it up and then you find all the other stuff, but as I said, all the other stuff is just everywhere out here. This is a very interesting worked one. Probably see some defined eyes in it too. A lot of crazy stuff going on with this piece. So this right here is an eye and a nose down there. He's looking away, you know, like he's looking away from you this direction. There's going to be so much on this one. It's got all these little ridges and things on it. Unique. That's a unique one. Let's look at some of these smaller ones here, these little flat ones. You're not seeing things. Every stone here has a profile of a face on it, or a bird face. There's usually a bird on one side. Is that definitive heart shape again? Is that an eye right there? Probably. There's probably another one right there, it looks like. Oh, wow, is that a facing? Okay. This looks like you got both eyes on the same side. This is an interesting one. You got an eye here and an eye here, and then the hair going back. This is a different style than what I've seen before. I think that's the way this one goes. Look at it from over on this side. Eye over here, mouth. Or no, actually, eye right here. You see it chiseled in right in the crease there. Right at the to the right of my thumb here. There's a little eye dug in. Very cool, very pretty. When you tilt it to the side, it gets even more defined there. I'm just looking at a profile of an ancient person right now. There's so much here, guys. I just want to kind of share with you a little bit about this. I'm not taking anything from here, collecting. I'm done collecting things. The idea now is just to show you guys how I see this art, so that we can get a little bit of awareness about it. I know that we're not going to be able to come through and save all these stones. There are thousands of them, millions of them. They're probably all over the country. But what I think is important is the mound that sits about 25 feet away, right up there. You know, half of it is already gone, and I think that we could save the rest of it and maybe just collect some of the things that are really nice. Maybe try to preserve some of these large statues. My foot just went in the mud. Woo! Yeah, see there? I'm gonna go ahead and step back on the statue. Yeah, this isn't exactly the safest hobby right now, but this isn't really a hobby for me. This is more of a mission that I have. You know, I don't like it. I don't think any of us like it when people tell us that we're wrong. And going to the UNC archaeology department and hearing them tell me that I was wrong and that these were just pebbles really, really motivated me to come out here and prove them wrong. And maybe that's what their intentions were. Maybe they needed me to come out here and do all this legwork to try to prove this so that they can move on. There's a face stone right here. Of course, you can see his exaggerated nose version. This large, large rock here. Mostly I'm looking for, someone correct me if I'm wrong if it's not quartzite, but looking for those quartzite pieces. It's cardinal head, bird head, totem man. Something about this clay, it just smells so good. Oh, look at this exaggerated bird. Wow. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. It's got a big old beak there. He's a large one. His beak's chiseled out. Might even have some clay pack still on him and stuff. That's a really nice one here. Wow, very cool. Tons of them though, you know, tons and tons. They're just all strewn about, There's a eye to the right-hand side, and you can see the ridges for the hair. See all the lines? There's gonna be a lot on this one too. These quartzite pieces are some of the nicer ones, of course, because this is the same material that the gateway piece was. So whoever was making these, there's a frog over there, scared me. Whoever was making these out of quartzite, they were probably one of the best at what they did. There's a lot of great ones here. I just kind of want to show you. Here's some more birds. Everything, you know, every single one down here, unless it's been cracked or destroyed, which a lot of it hasn't. It takes a lot to break these. There's another long bird here, I think. Yeah, definitely. Sorry if I wasn't focusing, trying to keep it focused for you guys. Lots of this quartzite, this red and black and clear stone. This is all, like I said, right by the mound here. Here's another one with a great eye. I can see carved out. Maybe not. I see some carved up stuff there though. There's another good piece of quartzite. Oh, I hope this is called quartzite or else I'm gonna look like a dummy. I'm not a rock collector, you know. Big bird beak. Big whole bird probably on this side. And then come to the side there, you see that the left-hand edge there would be the profile face, and then the other stuff would be the hair. You can see it bunched up in the back, much like the gateway piece. I think that collecting more of this style is what or at least showing this style is an easy way to prove this. But it is hard work. This is probably the last day that I can come out and do this, and that's why I'm recording as much as I can. Let's go ahead and take a look over here. Tons of bird heads. You mean you guys can see for yourself. I don't need to keep. I wonder how many times I've said tons of bird heads on this channel. As of now, here's a really cool one. So, again, you know, these wearing like a headdress and the face is all smooth. You can see the eye carved out there. You put him to the side, you can even see he's got a little smile. Or he or she, it looks like might be a girl. Looks like a giant bird head on this side, eye here, nose, and then the top of the head. Big old diamond shaped one, another bird head. And of course it'll be faces and things too. Let's see if we can see some eyes here. This looks like an eye right there. Cheekbone. Nose and lips. Oh, there's smaller faces too. See the smaller eye right there? Just in this section. Just like the last one that we picked up. Just the faces recessed in there and then the rest of it comes back. Beautiful artwork. Hope you guys are picking up on this and you can see it as well. A little shard here. Not sure what's going on with him. Oh, there he goes. Look at that one. Might be a person with another one of those headdresses on. It's got like the bird headdress. That's the face inside there. Another nice piece. Let's look at a couple more. Maybe we'll find another gateway piece out here, you know? It would be neat, right? Find one with a definitive face just painted on it, like kinda like this one. The white section's the eye. We're getting close. It's gonna be hard to beat that gateway piece. There's another one. Of course, every single one is one. You know, if I was able to find a profile face on just a couple of these rocks, then yeah, I would understand. But if I can just randomly pick them up, and even you guys can say, you know, yep, I can see it, I can see it, then I know we're on to something. Look at all those noses in there. So you put it like this for one picture, you can, you know, of course, you move these around, watch some of my other videos if you're not sure how to see this art, and if you're not seeing this yet. But if you've made it 20 minutes, I think you probably know what's going on as well. This is one of those flat story stone ones that has faces on both ends. So you'll have a profile on that side, and then on this side as well. Let's see what we got over here. Let's look at the right side profile now. Not really seeing too much on the right, a little bit there. There's an eye dug in, but not very defined. However, there's so much going on with this. You could tilt it all different ways. So being out here in the field and with it all dirty, it's sometimes hard to see. Just like with you guys, some of them are easier to see for other people, you know? I don't see everything. Looking for eyes, definitive eyes, because they usually spent a lot of time on those details. Oh, look at that big old bird. Okay. I saw his carved out eye and stuff in here, but that's just a big old bird right there. There's a lot of stuff here, so much stuff. It's amazing. Profile picture after profile picture, guys. A lot going on this side for this one. Looks like he's got a leaf up his nose. There's an eye there in the middle of the screen. His nose and mouth. And then you got some more stuff going on down here. Look at him. Or her. The whole thing is probably a bird in some which way. These weren't tools. Some of them may have been used as tools, but I don't think that they would have been using these pieces of art. These were for religious purposes. This little ball of that black and clear quartzite or quartz. Some of the stuff is very translucent. You can see right through it. There's a beautiful gold hue to it. There's so much here. A standard dual-sided guy. Got quite a few of these ones. Look at his eye. Nice. He's got lines and stuff around him too. You can see his portrait. His wide open mouth is yelling. Take a second and try to find that eye. I'm going to turn it around a little bit for you. You can see, oh, there we go. See all the little, so when you're looking at the eye, you can see the eyelashes when you get it to the right angle. You see all the little lines around it. I'm trying to put it directly in the middle of the screen. There's a white spot. It's right here. That's that white spot right there. And if we get it right, you can see the eyelashes there. When you look right at it, you won't be able to see them, but watch. As you come around, there they go. I hope you guys can see those lines coming through. And you tilt it to the side there. This is a very defined piece. This is the way that you see the art as you look at it from behind, as if you're looking over the shoulder, and that's the way they've designed it. They've maybe had the way of chiseling on it to where that was how, you know, you saw it. Of course, you still have lots of little points and things here too. But most of these are gonna be pieces of art. I'm just gonna keep on rolling and let the camera die on its own. I'm not gonna say too much anymore. And I'm just gonna pick up some things and show you guys. Maybe I'll say a few things, but I'll shut your ear off. Similar style there. Just the eye, nose and mouth, and then the hair is coming around. Flattened out face. This looks like the full face there on that side. Same trend. Face in this section. I'm trying to prove the trend. The